Hello and welcome to the United Community Channel. My name is Jack and this is your watch along for Manchester United versus Spurs in the Premier League. The pressure is mounting. The pressure is mounting on Erik ten Hag. It's a huge game for Manchester United. For both teams, you would have to say, if we're looking at this in a, from a neutral standpoint. However, from a Manchester United standpoint, we're already sitting in 11th in the Premier League. And we're getting to that stage of the season already where dropping any more points, you're going to see a big gap between where we are and where we want to be going forward. So a huge day and a huge game for Manchester United, guys. Before we go any further, please do smash a like on the video if you haven't done so already. Do hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel as well. As you can see up the top here, we're on the road to 12,000 subscribers. And get your comments in, as always, guys, into the comment section. Really looking forward to it. The starting 11 is on the screen. We'll go through it for you, for anyone who doesn't know it. As you can see, Andre Onana starts in goal. The back four remains the same. We got Mazraoui, Dalot, Martinez and De Ligt, which is quite quickly becoming our strongest back four. Midfield then, we've got Ugarte, Menu and Bruno Fernandes. Now, a lot of people saying that, this was going to be our strongest starting 11, given what's available to us. So I'm kind of happy with it. A lot of people calling for Bruno Fernandes to be maybe on the chopping block, given his performances so far this season. I don't see how you leave Bruno Fernandes out, to be quite honest with you. I think the potential that he offers you is so high that you've got to really keep him in the team, in my opinion. And we know that Mason Mount is not really back to full match fitness yet. And the forward line then, guys, Ahmad misses out today, so rotation again. Rashford comes back into the side. We've got Rashford on the left, Garnacho on the right, and Joshua Zirkzee keeps his place up front as well. On the bench then, look, obviously we know we've got players coming back. No Harry Maguire today. He did get a knock in training. That update has just come in the last maybe 15 or 20 minutes. But the bench for United is Binder, Lindelof, Evans, Mount, Eriksson, Casemiro, Højlund, Diallo and Anthony. Okay, so not a bad bench, you'd have to say. When everybody is fit, we do have a decent amount of depth in our squad. So, And it's kind of big news as well for United and for Spurs also, is that Heung-min Son is out today as well with injury. He does not play for Spurs, which is a good it's a good sorry, just give me one sec. There we go. Yeah, it's a good thing for United that he is out, because he's a big danger man. Ipswich are just gone 2-2 against Aston Villa as well, which is not a bad result for United, it has to be said. Like, if we're talking about the league table, let's have a look at the league table here as it stands. Let me have a look. Yeah, I mean, a win today would put us up into, what would put us into 8th. We'd only be, what would we be? We'd be 5 points off the top. Yeah, I mean, if you lose today, it's, you're 8 points off of the top, you're 7 points off of top 4. All of a sudden, the gap is starting to grow really quickly. So, yeah, I think it's important that 3 points, that we do get 3 points today, because if we don't, that gap is going to just increase. Yeah. We are going live on TikTok as well, guys. Let me know what that is like. I'm dual streaming today, so if there's any glitches or anything. Does look a little bit glitchy. I'm watching it here. But we'll leave it. Anybody watching on TikTok, guys, do get over to YouTube as well. You can come and join us there. We're live over on YouTube. Link is in the description of my video. So yeah, go check it out. Happy days. So yeah, I mean, get your score predictions in as well, guys. Let me know what way you think the game is going to go. Who have we got in? Aaron is in. He's saying 3-2 to United. Ben is there as well. Jack is in. He says, I'd like Bruno to pop up with a goal. So would I, to be honest with you. I really would. 2-2 draw or 3-2 to us, says Dylan. I still think Bruno needs a few games out to give him a kick up the ass, says Aaron. Let's see. It says Carabao Cup. Where does it say Carabao Cup? Oh, it does say Carabao Cup. Let me change that. That's well spotted. Well spotted. We change that to we do that. Drag it over. I have to make it a bit smaller. There we go. Premier League. Appreciate it. Nice hoodie, says Emma. Me and you, Emma, the only two in the world who have one. Why are we playing Spurs in the Carabao Cup? All right, okay, we have it. All right, it's sorted. Oshin is in. He says, hello, lads, 3 points. Or Eric Ten Hag is out the door, I think. Can't see Ineos being too happy with the outlay in being 11th. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a very... It's a very... It's a strange one. Let me put it that way. It's a strange one because do you go and back Eric Ten Hag like Ineos have just to, you know, move him on 4 or 5 games into the season? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, to be quite honest with you. I really don't. I think... Yeah, I mean, I think... I don't know. I think he survives even if he loses today, to be quite honest with you. I honestly do. I think he survives even if he loses today. I mean, I want him to do well. I want him to yeah, I'm just going to end TikTok. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I mean, I want Eric Ten Hag to get 3 points today. I want Man United to get 3 points today. I want it to be, you know, a comfortable victory for us, and I want us to close the gap. You know, that I don't want a lot, do I? But yeah, I mean, we just have to. It's as simple as that. We really do just have to go and get the job done today. I told Grace to come and join. Great, it's going to be one of them live streams, is it? Do you think Ollie is an option if Ten Hag gets sacked? No, I don't, to be honest with you. They will not sack Eric Ten Hag because of the new contract, 15 million owed to him if we sack him. Yeah, and as well, I mean, all of this plays a role in terms of FFP and in terms of, you know, United staying within regulation and staying within, you know, the confines of PSR and so on and so forth. So I do think that, yeah, look, I don't think Eric Ten Hag gets the chop. I honestly don't. I don't think Ineos wanted to keep him there, but bowed to pressure after the FA Cup. I think they were hoping Southgate would become available, but went deep in the Euros. Players need to perform better, says Chris. I agree. I think Eric Ten Hag, if we look at... Now, I know, the manager's job is to get results. But if you look at how he set us up this season and how we've actually played, you know, for an awful lot of games so far this season, we've looked a lot improved, much improved since last season. The only issue we have is that we're missing really easy chances. Rashford is missing easy chances. Xerxes is missing easy chances. Garnacho, Ahmad, they're all missing easy chances. You know, we've got 17? The highest big chances missed in the Premier League this season. And the next one in second place has only got 12. So we're 5 ahead already after such a short period of time. I think Ten Hag is improving this team. I mean, he can't go out and score goals. That's obvious. But I think if it clicks and we start finishing our chances, I think we'll see a massive improvement. I honestly do. And that's not me being blindly positive like I tend to be sometimes. So, yeah. Martin says, bring back Ollie. No, thank you. Chris says, a team has improved. We didn't buy a true goal scorer. Yeah, and I think you're spot on with that, Chris. I honestly do. Look, Xerxes, he even said it himself. He's not an out-and-out striker. He's more of a link-up man. And I think, you know, how we've set up the team and how Ten Hag has set up the team is to play to them strengths. Xerxes drops out into midfield. He creates space in behind. Garnacho, Ahmad and Rashford have been getting in behind. They just haven't been finishing their chances, and I think that's the main concern so far. I wonder, will we see Rashford and Xerxes interchanging today? Is the bench strong? Yeah, so we do have a strong bench. Oisín, we mentioned it there. Let me see, where is it? Binder, Lindelof, Evans, a bit light in defence, but everywhere else, we've got Mason Mount, Christian Eriksen, Casemiro, Højlund, Diallo and Anthony. So, it is a strong enough bench. Injuries, Luke Shaw obviously is still out. Malacia is still out. Harry Maguire is out with a knock that he picked up in training. But we've got Højlund back, we've got Mount back as well. So there's a bit of depth all of a sudden springing into the squad, which is a good thing. It really is. Let's see. This is what pundits are on about. No one to put the ball in the onion bag. Bruno needs to come to play. If not, he sees the pine. Alan is in. Good to see you, Alan. Chris says, good, Maguire doesn't need to be an option. Well, I don't think Maguire's a bad option. I think he's a better option than Johnny Evans and Victor Lindelof, to be honest. But anyway, that's just my opinion. But it was a really poor performance in midweek in the Europa League. We need to improve our performances. Our performance today in relation to the midweek performance, because it just wasn't good enough at all. It really, really wasn't good enough. It was lackluster. It was kind of as if United just showed up expecting to win. And the coefficient of FC20 means that they are the easiest team that we will play at home in the Europa League group stage. So it's not going to get any easier than a game against FC20 at home. And we couldn't put them away. So it is a concern, the performance midweek. You can't let it fester. And I think that's a big talking point or a big issue that needs to be looked at today. We can't go into another game with that same kind of attitude, and that does come down to the manager. The manager's got to stomp that out early and say, look, let's go again. We need to improve our performances, keep creating chances. We created very little midweek, and that needs to change today. Easiest team, do we not have that orange crowd from over the border at home? We do, but I'm talking in terms of UEFA's coefficient. FC20 are the lowest ranked team that we will play at home. So technically they are they're an easier... Oh, the ref is after giving a penalty to Villa. 8 minutes on the clock. Let's have a look at it here again. It looks harsh to me. I only kind of half copped it. Let's see. Oh, he's outside the box anyway. Oh no, is it a free? Is it a free? He was definitely outside the box. Did the ref give? Yeah, I think it's a free. It's a free on the edge of the box. Probably does clip him. What does it say on your jumper, says Dean? It says Lenny Yoro, and then a French phrase underneath. You can get these jumpers, guys, on the merch stand. Link is in the description of the video. Go check out some of the merch we have. That's just one of the hoodies we've got. Go check out some of the designs. Like I said, link is in the description of the video. Anyone wants a chance as well, guys, to win tickets to see Oasis? Scan the QR code there, or the link is in the description of the video as well. Tickets to enter the raffle are only £5. You can buy as many of them as you want. The ticket itself is worth over €500. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning that, even if you don't want to go to the gig, you want to buy a ticket to be in with a chance of winning and sell it on yourself, be my guest and enter the raffle below. Problem is, says Chris, we should have put our strongest 11 against 20. Needed to start on the right foot in that competition. Maguire should have never played as well as Eriksen. See, the thing about that as well, Chris, and where I do kind of agree with you there, it's always good to get off to a good start. The new format of European competitions means that there's so many games to play that you do have a lot of time to make up for early mistakes like we made. But I do agree with you. It would have been ideal to get off to the best possible start. Rocky says, one thing I will be keeping an eye on is how long we hold on the ball before pressing it in. You can't have your keeper and defenders holding the ball for over 5 seconds before passing. Yeah, well, that's a big criticism of Harry Maguire, isn't it? That, you know, when we're passing the ball and we're moving it fast, when it comes to him, he tends to put his foot in it, you know, delay on it, dilly-dally, and slow it down an awful lot, doesn't he? We better not lose the shitty Spurs, says NG. Chris says, we are so early in the season and that rotation shouldn't be done with a back four. I think the concern there is and I think Erik ten Hag is not stupid here, is you know, the checkered history of the likes of De Ligt and Mazraoui, who have had injuries in the past, that maybe Erik ten Hag is saying to himself, look, I do think you need to rotate, not just for the sake of keeping other players fit and fresh, but keeping other players happy, you know, who are going to be on the bench for, you know, the majority of the season. So, look, I think there's pros and cons to it, but it was a shame to get off to, you know, the poor start that we did. Alan says, Ericsson played well on Wednesday. He did play well. He made one mistake. That's the problem. You know what I mean? I think Ericsson has been our best player over the last 2 or 3 games. He's been really, really good. Got a few goals for himself as well. And who would have thought, you know, only a couple of months ago when we were in the transfer window, we were expecting Christian Eriksen not even to be at United at the start of the season. And, you know, he's had a fairly important role to play over the last few games. And I agree, he did play well. So it's good that he has done that, because it means we do have another option. We can use him if we need to. We know the qualities that he has. I would like to see, you know, if we've got Christian Eriksen in there, your Manuel Ugarte I think has to play. Somebody who can, you know, make up the ground, win the ball back, and give you that defensive structure when Christian Eriksen doesn't really have the legs to get up and back. Let's see. Ray is in. He says 2-1 to United. Need a big performance. Yeah, we do. We need a big performance. And we need a victory. It all has to be positive today. We need to have a good performance, you know, topped off with 3 points. Simple as that. Might be against the majority here, but I actually like Garnacho off the right. Last year he played a lot there and done well. I mean, look, Garnacho's got quality. He can play on either side, in my opinion. And I think, I mean, he's got a couple of goals so far this season. He's looking really dangerous. So he is. He is looking dangerous this season. He needs to get that killer instinct into his game, though, and you know, finishing chances when they come to him. You know, he had a couple of really good chances against in the previous game, in his last game out, and, you know, hit the crossbar and so on and so forth. And he's looked, you can see the maturity levels and you can see the progression in him from, say, last season into this season. He needs to continue that, and I have no doubt that he will. It's just we need goals and we need them quick. You know, that's the problem. Ugarte won the ball back and gave it to Eriksen. That fucked up his touch. Well, Eriksen did turn into danger, though, didn't he? But yeah, I mean, these are all just small individual errors that we need to cut out. But in saying that, we should have been 3 or 4-0 up. You know what I mean? Should have been 3 or 4-0 up. And if you're 3 or 4-0 up and a mistake like that happens, then it's not a problem. But United's issue is that we're not putting teams away. We should be able to legislate for a mistake or two like that, where you might concede a goal, and instead of, you know, having a clean sheet missed out on, you know, we're going and we're actually missing out on a victory because we're not putting teams away. And I think that's the big concern. If we zoom out a little bit, you know what I mean? He holds the ball better than Bruno, says Aaron. Jack says, can put in a cross two off his right, gives the option rather than cutting in like Ahmad or Rashford. 2-0 to United, says Alan. Garnacho should start all the time. Well, the one thing I would say about Garnacho not starting all of the time is that he has been quite beneficial and quite impressive off the bench as well. So, I mean, he's been quite productive off the bench, I have to say. He's come off the bench a few times and scored. So, yeah, I mean, look, we've got 3 players now vying for 2 positions in terms of, you know, the left and right hand side. So look, there are going to be times where some of them miss out. There are going to be times where others miss out. Let's just let's just trust the process. Trust the process. Yeah. No. So yeah. But anyway, let's see. Looking at that back four and how settled it seems to be becoming, I truly can't see Shaw getting back in. Well, that's a good complaint to have, really, isn't it? Because Luke Shaw should not come straight back into that team. He needs to earn his place now. I mean, Delo's been doing well, and Mazraoui has had an absolutely fantastic start to his Manchester United career. Now, there will be a dip. There will be, you know, a game or two here and there where, you know, they're going to have bad performances. Does that mean, say, the likes of Luke Shaw, when he's fit, comes straight back in? That remains to be seen. I think he needs to firstly get his way back into the team in terms of, you know, and get some minutes on the pitch in terms of, you know, substitute appearances. And if he plays well in them games, you know, and does that consistently, then we can start talking about him coming in and starting. But as it stands, I mean, our fullbacks have been, you know, some of the best performances of the season have come from the fullback areas so far. So yeah, I'm okay with that. Absolutely. And I agree with Josh, and I do like how quickly that back four has you know, has settled and established itself, which has been great. So yeah, long may it continue. We play with no sense of urgency, says Chris. If our attack played with the butcher intensity, we'll be scoring goals like crazy. Oshin says Ugarte will hopefully put Madison into the Alex Ferguson stand early doors. Decky says, afternoon, folks. Has to be a win today. Greetings from Donegal. Good to see you, pal. Thanks for joining us. Still need a number 9, says Alan. And Aaron says, could Delo become our long-term left back? I don't know. That remains to be seen. I'm open to that. I am. I don't mind who is, you know, like I keep saying it about Luke Shaw, that on his day he is one of the best fullbacks in the world. But the important part of that sentence is on his day. You know, when he's fit, on his day. And that's the issue, and it has been the issue with Luke Shaw for large parts of his career. Ipswich are putting some serious pressure on Aston Villa at the moment. There's only a minute or two to go. Still 2-2. I'd love to see Ipswich stay up this season. I'd love to see any of the promoted teams stay up, to be quite honest with you. I think the fact that the you know, 9 times out of 10 promoted teams are getting relegated straight away, it just shows the disparity and the gap between the Premiership, the Premier League, and the Championship. You know, it is massive. It really is. And of course, then for Kieran McKenna as well, who's obviously, you know, has got his you know, his previous ties with Manchester United. So yeah, but yeah, do smash a like on the video, guys. If you haven't done so already, take a second, hit the thumbs up button for me. It helps the channel out an absolute ton, like you wouldn't believe. YouTube push the live out to more people, then we get more people in the chat. The channel grows, everyone is happier. So take a second, hit the thumbs up button for me. And if you are new, do hit that subscribe button for me as well. As you can see up in the top of the screen here, that number goes up live as the subscriber count grows as well. So do subscribe if you are new to the channel. I do appreciate it as always. But yeah, little over half an hour to kick off, guys. Looking forward to it now. Really am. I'm going to get my... It's going to get some volume here. It's a bit shit, isn't it? Oh, they're looking for a handball here. Oh, that could be a handball, is it? Oh, no, it's not. He didn't give it. It's a strange one. It's a strange one. Corner swung in. It's a good header away. Ipswich are not going away. Oh, they're in. Oh, they're in. Are they? Oh, no. Offside. Keeper bits. Let's see what we got here. Everyone is happier, but mostly Jack's bank manager. I showed you my my monthly earnings, didn't I? Last live. They're not a lot, to be honest with you. Everyone's invited to the party. Get the guitar. I hope you all like Wonderwall. Chris with the 5 gifted memberships. Absolute legend as always, man. Appreciate it. Mate is in. Good to see ya. Let's see. Welcome to all the new members as well. Guys, if you're lucky enough to have received one of the 5 gifted memberships, welcome to the members club. I do appreciate the support as always, guys. Absolute legends. Chris, legend. Appreciate it. Mate says, let me just give you a little tip. Mate, Man U shouldn't be using that phrase. It's either Man United, Manchester United, not Man U. But yeah, to win 2-1. 2-1 United, says Chris. Decky says, no such team as Man U. Yeah, exactly. Just do a quick Google search. If anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about with the Man U, then just go, just do a quick Google search and it'll explain all. So it will. Right, Chris is looking for the Euro sticker. Let me go and have a look. See, can I change a few things up here? Let me get some volume on this TV as well. Goal scorers. Who are we hoping scores today more than anyone else? Like, who would you like to see score today more than anyone? You know, whether it be for confidence, whether it be for... Let me have a look. See. Memberships. Right. Emojis. Could get rid of them player ones. Player ones are not the greatest. The referee one. One more member needed. So another one more. Is it? One more member needed to create a new sticker. If I delete a sticker, I might be able to. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Yeah, I don't know where that design has gone. So I don't. Leave it with me. Leave it with me. I'm going to try and get another. I'm going to try and go back and find the design. Bear with me for a second. I should have it back here somewhere. Don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. No, it's gone. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, it's gone, I'm afraid. I do have a Delict one, actually. I do have a decent Delict design there. Anyway. Chris gifted one new member. Done. Right, let me see. See, the thing about this now is... Yeah, it hasn't updated. I will get... I promise you I will get the... I will get a Lenny Yaro one set up for the next stream. I promise. Yeah, and I get a Delict one thrown in there as well. I promise I will. I promise I will. But we do have enough there anyway. Yeah. You gave a Chelsea fan a membership. Rashford and Garnacho with 2 assists by Xerxes. Okay, there we go. Reece is in as well. So yeah. Yeah, there we go. Right, okay. I'll get it sorted for the next stream. I promise. I promise. But yeah, happy days, guys. What are we? Less than a half an hour to go before kickoff. It's a big one. It is a big one. Let's not kid ourselves. It's a big game today for United to try and get 3 points here. And we're at home as well. We should be going in confident against the likes of Spurs, who are not in great form this season either. Bring it on. Sorry. Sidetracked. You better put on the home jersey, says Chris. Why, so I'm not allowed to wear... it has to be a jersey now, does it? It can't just be United tops or anything like that. It has to be a United jersey. Trying to sell some merchandise here, Chris. 3-1, Bruno with a pen, Rashford with a goal assisted by Dalot, and Garnett assisted by Mazraoui. Reece put €1 on that with the bookies and you'll be a millionaire. Loco's in, says, what's your prediction? I went with a 2-1 win to United. 2-1 win to United I'm going with. Menu and Ugarte will be big. Need improvement out of midfield. Paul says, do you know we are going to win the league with Cole Palmer? Yeah, I don't think you will, to be quite honest with you. Some player though. Some player. Spurs just beat Brentford 3-1 and Solanke has started scoring. I'm genuinely worried about this evening. But away from home, Spurs have been really poor though. That's the thing. Let's see what happens. My little lad started walking today as well. He literally took off walking. When you see this? Ah, bollocks. 1 sec. How do you get that shit off the screen? Oh, let me go here. Look at him, boy. Watch him go. Look at him. Not a bother on him, boy. All of a sudden I see him scoring goals in Old Trafford, you know. Little legend, boy. Yeah, absolutely. Walking always isn't a good thing because it means higher places can be reached. Trust me now. Oh no, well look, it's the second babby, so yeah, we're well prepared. Speed him. Now the work starts. Absolutely it does. He'll be running down the wing. Hey United sing. Viva Harry Points. I'll take it. Viva Garnacho. Eric is smiling. We have to kill. First words out of Eric Ten Hag's mouth. We have to kill. I like it. Sorry, I'm going to do a little bet builder here. Players to score. No, I'll stay away from that. Right, get your bet builder suggestions in. Right? Get your bet builder suggestions in and we'll get it done before the start of the game. Paul says, Dun United to win 2-1, so you know what that means. Spurs will win. Yeah, thanks, Paul. Leach will take the legs off of somebody. Get the pints, not the pints. An old but a classic. Put that on a t-shirt. Thanks, Emma. Harry will track back better than Rashford, says Aaron. He certainly will. Speed him, by. Arsenal for life, says Spurs 1-0. It's mad that an Arsenal fan is actually shouting for Spurs. The Super Sunday panel is not the greatest today, isn't it not? We've got Ashley Young, Jamie Redknapp and Darren Bent. You know. Both teams to score over 2.5 goals. United to win. There's your bet. All right, fair enough. Let's do that one. So, result. Man United. Both teams to score. Yes. Total goals. Oh no, not total goals. Over 2 goals, over 2.5 goals. Why doesn't that go into the bet builder? 1 sec. Over 2 goals. It's not giving me over 2.5 goals. Red card in the match. No. Alright, there we go. Right. Done. Jimmy done. Ashley Young, sweet suffering Jesus. I know. I suppose it'll make a difference to shit going on. Well, look, I mean, yeah, maybe some different opinions are well needed when it comes to United, because we know even like ex-United players are slating everyone. So, right. So, there's a report on Twitter saying showing the colours of United's away kit next season. It will feature a never used before colourway consisting of white, light lavender and dark plum. They're the 3 colours that'll be in United's away kit next season. Thoughts? I'd say Spurs will win, but it'll be a close 1-0, says Loco. I've gone for... how's everyone's fantasy doing, actually? I've had a decent weekend in the fantasy. If you haven't already done so, make sure you are joining our Fantasy Premier League. Link is in the description of the video. We're closing it after the next international break. So, yeah, make sure you are... You've had a decent week. Haaland I had captain. That was the only thing that kind of annoyed me, let me down. I still have Semenyo for Bournemouth. I think they're playing tomorrow, are they? Monday night. Is that Monday Night Football? I think. So, yeah, Sanchez, two points in the goal. Back 3, they all got me points. Gvardiol got me 9. Robinson got me 7. And Kanate got me 7. Midfield then, Salah got me 10. Should have had him as captain. I had him as captain last week, and Haaland scored. And then I'm after switching it again, and the opposite happened. And Mbeumo for Brentford got me 9 points. Eze only got me 2. And then Rodgers today for Aston Villa, who scored, got me 7. Then we have Haaland got me 4, and Chris Wood got me 2. So, not bad. 59 points in total. I move up to 19th in the United Community Channel League. Who's leading it? Mike Manley is leading it. That's the Mike Manley I know. Who do I recognize? Do I recognize anyone down along? Don't recognize too many names. Anyway. Would have been nice to have Palmer captain 4 goals. I seen the York. There was 1,200 FPL managers that triple captained Cole Palmer yesterday and got 75 points by triple captaining him. I mean, who triple captains Cole Palmer against Brighton? You know what I mean? I'm 274th. Didn't pick either Salah or Haaland on principle. Principles are bollocks. Yeah, a lot of shite. Your whole fantasy season now is just down the drain because of your stupid principles. Or Chelsea fans probably. To be honest with you, I'd be surprised if Chelsea fans done it. You know what I mean? Someone who's just doing like an absolute ball of research. Yeah, Spurs starting lineup as well, guys. We never actually went through it. I'll give you the Spurs starting 11 here. Obviously, we do know that Heung-min Son is out. He's injured today. But we've got a starting lineup of Vicario in goal, Porro, Romero, Van der Ven, and Ndoggy. Midfield three then of Kulusevski, Bentancur, and Madison. And then the forward three are Timo Werner on the left, Solanke through the middle, and Brendan Johnson on the right. I mean, it's a team that United should be beating. We really should be beaten, to be quite honest with you. $10. 10 minutes. Three players left to play. Delo, Masraoui, and Delic. So fingers crossed. There we go. Just give me 1 sec, guys. Want to grab a little drink of water. 1 sec. now. We need to start hitting the net with some of these glorious chances, says Finn. You're spot on there, Finn. 100%, man. We need to start scoring. Pure and simple. Take them chances. Just keep creating them. Sorry, I ran outside. I had to grab something out of the car. That's why it's absolutely pelting it down outside. But yeah, just keep creating the chances is what I would say first and foremost. And then after that, you would just hope that it'll click eventually. You know what I mean? Favourite United goal versus Spurs, minus Cole's 99, last game of the season. The 3-touch over the shoulder. Yeah, it was a pretty special one, wasn't it? I think probably the greatest goal ever scored against Spurs, a United goal, it has to be the Van Nistelrooy one, doesn't it? That was against Spurs, wasn't it? Where he just takes it from the halfway line and turns onto his right, and that quick right-footed shot. I think that was absolutely unbelievable, to be quite honest with you. So yeah, I'd say that one. Not happy about Rasmus not starting. He is so quick getting in behind. Perfect for this game. Come on, United, says Dara. Yeah, look, time. Give him time. We don't want to rush anybody back, when they're out injured. That's a big, big criticism of last season. We done it with Martinez. Did we do it with Highland? Did we rush him back when he first signed? Remember, he had a back injury. So let's make sure that let's make sure we give him enough time to get back and get settled. Hamil says, hello, I occasionally come into the channel when United are playing. How are you? Good to see you, pal. Thanks for joining us. You're welcome again. Thanks for coming back. Let us know your score predictions. Ronaldo got a lovely over the shoulder volley versus Spurs. That was a lovely goal as well. His other one where he hung it in the top corner, I think that was the same day, was it? Same game, maybe. I don't know why, but I used to think you looked like Aaron Cresswell. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, what we got here? TikTok. We're live on TikTok as well. Guys, if you want to get the full experience, get over to YouTube. We're live over there. Link is on my homepage. Prediction, I'm going 2-1 to United. United by 4 or more. Time for a goal fest, says Gio. Yeah, I'm going 2-1 to United. I will take, regardless of how many goals we score, a good performance and a victory. I think that's priority today, to be quite honest with you. Teams coming out on the pitch. Let's see. 3-2 says Dara. Garnacho, a last minute winner. 2-1 says Hamels, Rashi and Menu. D is in, he says. if Eric Ten Hag doesn't get the result for us today with that side, and there's no semblance of a tactic, he needs to just give his 2 weeks notice. There we go. There we go. A boring 1-0 will do nicely, says Finn. Sunday night against his loco. Yeah, back to school tomorrow. Back to the grind. I'll say 2-1, but I'm not optimistic, says D. All right, there we go. There we go. I take a 1-0 Bourne win in every game for the rest of the season, says D. See, your Glazers funded work trip has ended. What, family holidays? Oh. Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. No negativity, says Alan. There we go. Hamza says, see you at halftime. No problem, pal. Right, rock and roll. Here we go. Ready to rock and roll. Smash a like on the video, guys, if you haven't done so already. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit the follow button if you're new on TikTok as well, guys. And we're up and running. Let's go. Negativity is our God-given right as Irishmen, even more so as Irishmen who support United. That is fair enough. Admin warning: no early shouts. Yeah, no early shouts, guys. If you're ahead of us, no shouts. No shouts in the live chat. Now, I do have Sky Sports off a satellite dish, so I should be fairly on it. So yeah. Nathan, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Spurs with some early possession here, all at their at the edge of their own box with it. Long ball over the top to Solanke. He crosses it. Mazraoui with a header away at the back post. Ugarte and Garnacho all add to it. Yeah, but Spurs win it back. High tempo out with them in the opening minute or so here. Here's Timo Werner now. He nearly gives it away. Yeah, he does give it away. Yeah, and United come away with it. Oh, Bruno's first touch and he gives it away. Not a good start for him. Yeah, well done by you, Ugarte. Well, just getting Onana just to slow it down. Jesus Christ. Come on, lads. Fuck acting around there. Spurs now. Delo. Right, bit of space now for Bruno to run into. Yeah, Garnacho looking for the ball in behind. Not enough weight on it, but Rashford is well positioned. It's a good interception. Spurs are starting a million miles an hour here. All the way into the box. Ball across 1-0 to Spurs. I mean, for fuck's sake, lads. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Van der Ven runs from centre back all the way to the 6-yard box and squares it for Brennan Johnson to tap it in. Absolute terrible. Absolutely terrible out United. Rashford comes away with it up the right hand side. Van der Ven steps out and does well to intercept it. No one closes him down. He runs all the way up the inside left channel. No one closes him down. Gets all the way to the end line. Pulls a ball square across the box. And Delo is fucking caught nowhere up the field. And Brennan Johnson is there for a tap in. And no one within 20 yards of him at the back post. He just pace all the way. All the way across. Look where Delo is. And he holds his hand up straight away when the ball hits the net. Fucking terrible defending. 3 minutes gone and we're already 1-0 down. Shocking. Absolutely shocking, boy. Fuck's sake. Bruno gives it away again. Can someone put in a fucking challenge? Mazraoui gives it away. Here's Solanke. Yeah, it goes all the way into Onana. We're giving the ball away way too easily. Way too easily. So we are. De Ligt gives it away. Riley, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Goal kick to United. Graham is in. He says, people wonder why Rashford was dropped. Yeah, but I mean, you lose the ball 70 yards away from your goal. You don't expect it to be a goal. You know what I mean? I won't. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Bye. I mean, there's so many errors for the goal. I mean, all right, okay, Rashford gives it away initially, from a heavy touch. But you expect when you're that far away from your own goal, that your teammates will give you a dig out. He runs the length of the field, gets to the end line, squares it across, and Delo doesn't track the man in at the back post. You know what I mean? It's just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Schoolboy stuff. Was it a heavy touch from Rashford, or did Garnacho turn his back on the pass? Yeah, I mean, look, it could be just a mix up between both of them, but either way, Jesus, Xerxes gives it away now. Holy fucking God. Lads, I mean, how many times are you going to give the ball away, like? Mother of God. Good ball by Onana, straight down the middle of the Rashford. He's in one-on-one. Strike! Oh, save at the near post. It was offside in the end, I think, was it? Good run by Rashford. Benzie's run. I mean, if that, like, the fact that that's a goal kick now, should VAR not check that? Now, I know obviously it's not in the rules that they do, so I'm not asking for any exceptions or anything. But, if it's a goal kick or a corner and the flag goes up for offside, if it's a corner to the team that took the shot, should VAR not check it really quick and go, no, actually it wasn't offside, it's a corner? You know what I mean? Because you're losing an advantage. Spurs coming down the left now. Timo Werner, Madison. Little 1-2. Madison is in. This is going to be 2-0 here. Oh, saved by Onana. United can't get rid of it though. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, it's a lovely 1-2 out of Madison. He goes to chip it over Onana, but Onana gets a touch on it with his shoulder. Let's see, where are we? All these videos we're seeing of passing drills from training, are they just all for show? It's like they don't know what they're playing, that they're playing in red together. We need to recognise how high Spurs are playing and abandon the passing Jack Charlton ball all day long. We just look so uncomfortable. We keep giving the ball away. Even Manu there, giving it away. Here they come again now, Spurs. Left side strike over the bar. Lissandro Martinez just kicks a big long ball up through the middle. It goes all the way back to Vicario in the goal. I mean, fuck me, lads. This is absolutely dog shit. So it is. Spurs enjoying themselves out there. Time to start hopping off him, says Finn. We haven't put in a tackle yet. It's like the back four are playing in concrete boots. They can't seem to move. Says Ushin. Graham says Route 1 won't work with Xerxes up there. Need Highland on to hold it up. Well, Xerxes' job is to hold it up. That's what he's best at. Free to United. It's a good play. Better. Here's Rashford down the left-hand side. Now, first time cross straight into the goalkeeper's arms. You can see what he was trying to do. He was trying to put it on a plate for Xerxes, who did get a run on the centre half on Van der Ven. Yeah, he does get a yard, and you can see what Rashford is trying to do. His pass is not good enough. Too close to the goalkeeper. Lads, for fuck's sake, lads. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. A fucking 5-yard pass! Jesus Christ. Rashford now down the left. He runs it out over the end line. To be honest with you, Rashford looks probably the best out of a lot of them out there at the moment. Looking like a beer at half time, says Party Pooper. Ugarte with a foul on Maddison. Spurs look like they'll score with every attack, says Oshin. That's the worry. I mean, a second goal here is United are not coming back. United are not coming back from a second goal here. Bruno now over the top to Garnacho. Take on the fullback. Goes back to Matraoui. He loses possession. It's a free out. Finn says Rashford only one trying, but that last play was awful. Here's Spurs away up the left-hand side now. Inside, Kulusevski. Johnson, they hit the post. I thought he buried it. Spurs just, that would have been an unbelievable goal. And United have a free out for handball. Spurs are cutting us asunder when they're breaking on us. Down the left-hand side, ball inside to Kulusevski in the middle. He just plays a ball to the right to Brendan Johnson. I mean, Delo's so far off him. He allows him to take a shot. You need to close down quicker. You need to get closer to your man. Plays the shot between these legs. Onana's beaten all ends up and it hits the post and comes back out. Bob says passing isn't great from United. Second Everton, too much room. Yeah, 100%. 100%. We've got a man down here. Stoppage. I mean, it's a very, very, very poor 20 minutes by United. Really, really poor. Yeah, Masraoui and De Ligt both get absolutely lynched. New Boy says shambles is one way to describe United. Loco says I think Spurs will finally win a trophy this season. Yeah, who cares? Spurs are making a change here, forced change with an injury. I think, is it? Or isn't it not? I don't know. Maybe not. Here's Manu now into the box. Go on, son. Squares to Xerxes! Come on and finish it! I thought it was in underneath his arm. It's a good move out United. Garnacho on the right-hand side, inside the Manu who gets into the box. Xerxes pulls off. First time strike. It's a good save, but it's a little bit ahead of him. So he's stretching for it. He gets good weight in it. It's a good save. It's a good save. He nearly snuck it under his arm. Oh, Matraoui turned like a train there. United win a free. I mean, we're a bit lackluster coming out there as well. Early free taken here. Rashford's away up the left hand side. Garnacho's all the way wide right. Can he get to him? Oh, it's too far. Goal kick. Um, Wouldn't blame you if that was a pint of straight vodka, says D. I'd be telling Xerxes to stay up top and play every ball through him. Fill in the pint glass with beer. You're looking stressed. Fucking I'm stressed. So yeah, 25 minutes gone. 1-0 to Spurs. Good pressure there. Good pressure. Pass the ball. Oh, fuck off, will ya? Helen Hayes is laughing at you. Last time I was down in your house, Helen, you gave out Sting to me. But I won't say what for though. Spurs look comfortable here. They're in again here. Ball across the box. Oh, Matsuraoui puts it away. Timo Werner was there for a tap in at the back post, and Delo needs to take a lesson out of what Matsuraoui has just done in clearing balls at the back post. But it's too easy to play through. Spurs play through it so easily. A ball square across the box. Matsuraoui does well to get a foot on it. Werner is there for a tap in. Could have easily been 2-0. Oh, De Ligt, what are you doing, man? Oh, we're so sloppy. I mean, look at us. I mean, there's no press on the ball whatsoever. We're just with no energy, no desire. Fucking dirt. Spurs coming on the counter-attack now. Dalot loses it. Kulusevski now to the end line. Oh, I mean, look at the numbers. I mean, United have got so many more numbers than them, but Spurs are pinging the ball around the box. It's going to be a throw to United out the far side. Fuck, it's terrible. Oh, Dalot gives it away. Maddison, I mean, fuck me, lads. Someone, is there anyone there not going to give a bollocking to someone else? I mean, Spurs are just not finishing their chances. They should be 3 or 4-0 up here. Look at this. Look at this. Jesus Christ. Spurs with a throw out the far side. I mean, this is just atrocious. So it is absolutely terrible. Oh my God. Here's giving it away again. Spurs are on the edge of the box. Strike is blocked. Every single pass we play out, we give it away. I'd make changes now. I would seriously, I would bring on 2 or 3 substitutes here now, right now. So I would. This is absolutely disgraceful, so it is. Corner to Spurs. Corner to Spurs now. Ball swung in. Back post. Goes all the way out the far side. Solanke now. Swings it in. Oh, oh my God. How did not score? It's a scissors kick there by Romero, the centre half. and it skins the far post. Oh, I mean, how Spurs are not 2 or 3-0 up here, I'll never know. United are absolutely shocking. Shocking. Here we go. Look, Spurs back on it again. That was a United goal kick. And when the replay finishes by Sky Sports and comes back to the live, all of a sudden, Spurs are back in possession. And now it's a free to Spurs. Masraoui gets a yellow card. There we go again. Just give it away on the way out. Spurs in possession again. Give it away again. Masraoui plays it out. Garnacho's away up the right-hand side. Big switch to Xerxes on the far side. It's a good ball out with Garnacho. Menu. Xerxes. Bruno, cross to the back post, goal kick. Fucking useless. Useless. Ball over the top to Rashford, given away, and Spurs have possession again. Warren says, I would love to know what happens in our training sessions, that this is the result we get on the pitch. Darryl says, only for the last 10 minutes, and from what I've seen, we're awful. We're awful. Awful. Worst performance in a long, long time. I would say the worst performance since Crystal Palace last season. Garnacho's in. Squared edge. Ball cleared. We're playing a 4, then whatever you want to go yourself, says Oshin. NG says Ten Hag needs to stop this left-right passing. Sometimes long ball and direct is all it takes. Here's Rashford now into the box. Goes back to the low. Everton slows down. Back to Rashford. Left-footed cross to the back post. Garnacho! Oh, he hit the post! Hits the post. Lovely ball out with Rashford. Garnacho is in space at the back. Connects with it well. Side, yeah. Going for the near post. Rattles the post and goes out for a goal kick. I don't know if he needs to bury it like that. Side-footed, back across for the far post. You never know what might happen. Someone might get a touch on it. Terrible. Smash a like on the video, guys, if you haven't done so already. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the YouTube channel as well. Anyone watching on TikTok, do hit the follow button. Come over and subscribe on YouTube as well. We're live over there. Link is on my homepage. Here's Garnacho now. Gives it away. Timo Werner is in one-on-one. Onana with a save. Werner wouldn't score in a barrel of fannies. Should have been 2-0. Should have been 2-0. He was in one-on-one with Onana. Onana makes a really good save. Spreads his body. Makes himself big. But United should be 3, 4, 5 goals down in this first half. And Delors gives it away again. Get him off the pitch. Just get him off the pitch. Look, he's after getting burned there again. He's on a yellow card already. Is he? Well, he's getting a yellow card here now. He's absolutely terrible. Any potatoes? Yeah, I do, yeah. I'm going to need a fucking bucket of them. Free to Spurs. Good opportunity for him to get the ball into the box now. Great ball in. Onana with a punch. Still in the box though. Spurs players queuing up for it. Xerxes with a block and it's going to be a corner to Spurs. Ball swung in. Header. Oh, it's away. Still there though. United eventually half clear their lines. Maddison on it now. Spurs are here on the edge of the box again. Where's the midfield, lads? I mean, United just can't clear their lines here. Yeah. Xerxes gets the ball. Open your body. Here's Manu. Gives it away. Bruno's going to get a yellow card here now as well. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes has got a straight red card here. This has been the worst half of football I think I've ever seen out of a Manchester United team. Bruno Fernandes has got a straight red card here. And obviously VAR are going to have a look at it. But the Spurs players were not happy. I didn't see the challenge. The Spurs players were not happy at all with the initial challenge. We'll see it again here. And there's not too many complaints here out of Bruno Fernandes, to be honest with you. And the ref was fairly adamant straight away. Bruno goes in. His studs are up high. Does he catch him? I mean, Bruno loses his foot and his foot goes high. He catches him on the shin. He slips. Yeah, his left foot gives way. He slips. He goes to trip him. I think it's harsh. To be honest with you. I honestly do think it's harsh. VAR will look at it again. It's a trip. He gets him with his heel more than his studs. Yeah, and VAR hasn't overturned it. Bruno Fernandes is off here. United are down to 10 men. Absolute disgraceful first half here. Absolutely terrible. Mason Mount is coming on here. Kobbie Mainoo was coming off. Sorry, lads. I'm trying to get the red card up on Bruno Fernandes here. Have we not got Mount onto the pitch here? We're down to 9 men here. Mainoo's after coming off the field, and Mount is not coming on. What the fuck is going on here? Mainoo's gone straight down the tunnel, so he must be injured. This is disgraceful. This is absolutely disgraceful, so it is. Handball, free out, yellow card. Get the fucking yellow card out of your pocket now, ref, and don't deny me. Alright? Yeah. Never a red card, says Teddy. I agree, I don't think it was a red card. I think if the ref gives a yellow card there, VAR don't overturn it. But regardless, I mean, it's been the worst game of football I've seen under Eric Ten Hag. Worst half of football. I can't remember a worse one, to be quite honest with you. It's been so bad. I mean, I don't know, lads. I don't know, does Eric Ten Hag survive this? To be honest with you, I honestly don't. Conceding 6 against Liverpool in the second half, says Rory. Probably was a bad half, yeah. I mean, Mason Mount, I mean, what are you doing, lad? What are you doing? There's no need for that. You're only on the pitch 2 minutes and you're getting a yellow card. I don't know if Ten Hag survives this, lads. I honestly don't. Rude will be interim by tomorrow, says D. I don't know if that's a good thing either, lads, to be quite honest with you. Oshin says, Eric is gone, lads, unless a miracle happens in the second half. Yeah, I don't know. Mount now puts Garnacho away down the right hand side. Yeah, Van der Ven is across with a good challenge. It's a good defender, that lad. Terraman says, bad setup, down to the manager. Yes, players are shit today, but manager has to be blamed. This is Muck, says Oshin. Away to Porto, then Villa next, says Bren. Edward says, don't think so, Jack. I honestly think he's gone. I thought the performance against Palace and the setup team selection was perfect. Felt we were going to turn the corner. There you go. Big boos around Old Trafford there at half-time. The half-time whistle goes, and that's one of the worst half performances I think I've ever seen out of a Man United team, if I'm being honest. Just terrible, terrible. Let me grab a bag of potatoes. Back in a sec. 1 second. I mean, how Spurs, lads? I mean, seriously, how Spurs are not 5-0 up? I'll never know. I mean, if we were playing against Brentford there now, we'd be 5-0 down. You know, if Brentford had got them same chances, we'd be 5-0 down. We honestly would be, like, absolutely terrible. I don't know if this is going to help, but yeah. Terrible. I mean, surely he has to make changes at halftime. You know what I mean? Jack says 3-game suspension for Bruno because it was a straight red. Yeah, 3-game suspension. Gone for 3 games. Every single one of the boos warranted, says Oshin. D says, actually think there was a lack of the booing should have been due. Yeah, well, look, I mean, in fairness to United fans, they're very loyal. The match-going fans, at least, you know. It's not Tato you need for this match, says Edward. I know. Tennant, says D. Who would you bring in? Who's available? Anyone? Throw up your names. I mean, Rasmus Highland is on the bench. I'd be bringing him on. I don't think Xerxes has done anything. I'd be bringing on Ahmad probably as well. I mean, one thing we skirted over there as well is the fact that Copy Manu was gone off injured. You know what I mean? How long is he going to be out for now? So, I mean, it's just, yeah, nightmare. What's the plan for the second half? The low off, 3 at the back. We need some kick up there. Yeah, I mean, that mightn't be a bad idea, to be honest with you. Mazraoui, Delict, and Martinez. Have to roll the dice in the second half. Ahmad and Highland on. If that team walks back out onto the pitch, I'm off, says D. Ray says, what a bad performance. The players were playing almost against the manager. Why did Manu walk off? Obviously with an injury. He went straight down the tunnel, so you'd expect him to be injured. Shocking behaviour from the whole team, says Dylan. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. But anyway, make sure you hit the subscribe button, guys. If you're new to the YouTube channel, please do hit the subscribe button. Anybody watching on TikTok, if you want the full experience, get over to the YouTube channel. We're live over there. We've got the scoreboard, the timer, starting 11, all on the screen. Link is on my homepage. Or just head over and search United Community Channel on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button for me. Hit the follow button too if you're new to the TikTok channel. On the road to 50,000 followers. Appreciate it as always, guys. Anyone hitting that follow button. Jack, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. A lot of people looking for Ten Hag to be ousted. A lot of people shouting for it. I mean, we'll talk about it on the match reaction after the game, but yeah, I mean, Delo is in absolute no man's land. Yeah, I mean, look at Delo now. Look, all he has to do is bust a gut and he'll get in there behind him, but he doesn't. Just ambles. Look. It's so bad out with Delo. So bad. They were saying a hamstring for Manu. He was seen chatting to Casemiro and seemed to point to his hammy. Might be a blessing that Bruno sits out a few games, says Finn. Xerxes been awful, says Darryl. Couldn't finish his dinner. Yeah, they're just showing the red card again. I mean, it is very harsh. It's harsh, in fairness. It's harsh. He clips him with the back of his heel onto his shin guard. It's harsh. Really, really harsh, I have to say. Um, Ray says, big second half coming up. Need to start showing some character. Atheon says, me again. I told you Bruno was our biggest problem. Second is Rashford. What they offer in goals and assists, they lose us possession, shape, and football IQ. Sorry if this offends the Bruno fans. You're entitled to your opinion. 100%. He doesn't know how to change the tactics. I don't even know what formation we're playing. It's non-existent. Watching the red, can they appeal that? I'm sure they can. I mean, red cards can be appealed. If Football Manager has taught me anything, I appeal every single one of them. Maddison playing dead didn't help Bruno. Yeah, well, I don't think Maddison was trying to get him sent off. I think Maddison was just looking for the free, you know. Rashford is the only player that's done anything in that first half, says D. Evan says, so what do we think will happen with Ten Hag now? That remains to be seen. I don't know. Absolutely can be appealed and overturned because that's brutal, says D. Finn says, if Bruno didn't slip, Maddison could have been castrated. Ollie in, says Liam. Nonsense. I wouldn't appeal the red. Let him sit, says Darryl. Jack, you should wear a jersey for the second half. Like someone said earlier, it could be either for. Probably is all my fault, to be honest with you. Probably is. Yeah. Finn says, positive spin, we're only one down. Yeah. But if we continue to play like that, it'll be at least 1-0 down at the end of the game, and we won't score. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, it just never ends, does it? If we get rid of Ten Hag, who's realistically going to come in and turn the results around, says Partypoor. I mean, it's a good point. I'm not buying this whole Ruud van Nistelrooy nonsense, to be honest with you. I mean, people talking about Ruud van Nistelrooy and what he done in Holland. I mean, Ten Hag done better in Holland. You know what I mean? I don't know if Ruud van Nistelrooy is going to be the answer, to be quite honest with you. Jack needs to stop spending Glazer money on holidays and put it into this team. I'll put enough money into this fucking team with all the jerseys and merchandise I buy. I'm after ordering the George Best top as well, which cost me another £80. It's nice though. Rude knows the Prem, says D. But does he? I mean, Rude knows playing in the Prem fucking 20 years ago. You know what I mean? Big difference. Big difference. The Prem that Rude knows has gone, says Warren. Party Pooper says Rude knows playing in the Prem, not managing. Colin says, was wondering when is Malacia going to respawn, or is he waiting until he gets a medal? He's back in training, I think, with the first team. Lucky Spurs are as shite as finishing as we are. Yeah, true. 80 quid for a jersey is mad in any currency. It's not even a jersey. Yeah, it's a jacket. It's a zip-up. Atheon says, you don't need to replace him. We scored 5 without him last week. Why replace him? We need control in midfield. He's constantly at the front, vacating and losing shape. Casemiro is on. Casemiro is on for Xerxes. Right, let's try and change that here. Sorry, guys, I forgot to start the timer. We're about 25 seconds behind. So just bear that in mind. I can't change it, unfortunately. United win a free. Casemiro. Oh no, Martinez. Spurs are away down the right hand side here. We've got loads of numbers. Kulusevski is 2-0. Game over. Good night, Irene. Fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible. 2-0. Game over. Martinez has 2 against him. 2-on-1 there. And he commits to a challenge. He gets caught too high up the field. He spins, commits to a challenge, doesn't make it, and Spurs are away down the right-hand side. And it's the perfect start for Spurs in the second half. No messing around. Get the early goal and put United to bed. That's it. That is game over. Game, set and match. United are not coming back from this with 10 men. Martinez dives in. Casemiro gets pushed aside way too easily, and Martinez commits, and they're way up the line. Little ball inside to Kulusevski. It bounces up for him. Onana comes out, spreads himself as much as he can. Kulusevski just clips it over him into the side of the net. It's 2-0. It's game over. I think Ten Hag is off, lads. I think he's out here. I honestly think he's out here, to be honest with you. For that to happen, I mean, your team talk is supposed to galvanise your team. And I know we're a man down, but your team talk is supposed to galvanise your team and at least make them, resolute a little bit for the first fucking 2.5 minutes that you come out of the tunnel for the second half. And we concede. You know what I mean? I think he's gone, lads. I think he's done. And I've been an advocate for Ten Hag all the way along that he needs support and he needs backing and he needs time. But I don't know how he survives this, to be honest with you. Rory, shocking. Yeah, shocking. Alan says, sorry, Jack, I'm a Man United fan for 40 years. This is the worst I've ever seen to play. I think the manager has to go. Can't even blame De Ligt or Onana, says D. Ten Hag wants to buy the Ajax team. That has nothing got to do with this. Brent says, and that's it. He can't stay anymore. Edward says, that's it. I'm going to take up playing bingo instead of this. Ten Hag is done, says D. Should we do a Ten Hag retrospective in the match reaction? Yeah. Paul says, looking at the teams before this match, I thought United would be certain to win. Yeah, no, and Spurs are missing their main player in Son. You know what I mean? Bishnu says, out. Yeah. It's over, I think, for Ten Hag. I think, honestly. Gonna be a long second half. I suppose we can end the poll now anyway. People asking about Solskjaer coming back. Absolute nonsense. No way. Oh, Spurs. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a penalty. That's surely a penalty. How the ref didn't give that? I mean, it looked like one in live play. I don't know if VAR will look at it. Oh, he does. He gets a bit of the ball. Yeah, he does. Masraoui, in fairness, he does get a bit of the ball. No penalty. Good call by the ref. Oh my What are you giving me here?
Beef rigatoni.
Beef rigatoni.
You not want it?
Yeah, thanks, pal. There's a wife for you, by that. Beef rigatoni, couple of slices of bread and butter. I mean, I might as well. You know what I mean? That's good. Thought you were bringing me in a plate of chips for a second. Well, it's good timing because you might as well watch me eat my dinner than United. Look at that, look. Martinez gets the yellow card. I mean, oh, God. Spurs are in again. Timo Werner. Yeah, I mean, Solanke, great double save by Onana. Timo Werner wouldn't score. I mean, I swear to God. Lovely ball in. Matraoui gets caught wrong-sided. Yeah, not checking his shoulder. Yeah, good save by Onana initially and gets out and smothers the second ball. But again, I mean, Spurs. I mean, 2 goals. Spurs should easily have double that. Giving the ball away. Right, let me finish this. One more bite. What you eating? My dinner. A beef rigatoni. Lovely. Kid. Right, lads, we are going to be doing a match reaction straight away after this. We're going to have a lot to talk about in the match reaction over on YouTube. Make sure you're getting involved because we've got a lot to talk about after this game. We really, really do. Corner now, swung in. Header deflected, goes for a corner. Looking for a penalty. They're saying handball. Kulusevski looks guilty. VAR will have a look at it. Martinez. No, it's not handball. Another handball shout. Martinez wide. Another a much bigger handball shout. Oh, that is a handball. That is a handball. No penalty. I don't know, to be honest with you. What's for dessert? Nothing. Don't have anything for dessert today. Porto and Villa next. We're done. We're absolutely finished, says Dylan. Handball all day, says Finn. 35% possession at home is criminal. 3 shots is scandalous. Hoping for a penalty is how far we've fallen. Free kick now into the box. Doesn't even reach the box. Martinez will keep it in at the end line. Martinez now chips it in, back post. Oh, Garnacho. United are pressing the last couple of minutes here. A goal. It's a little bit better out of United. A goal might change things here. I mean, we know Spurs can absolutely shit the bed at the smallest little thing. So Garnacho takes the corner. Header down by Casemiro wide. Do you think it's the players or the manager? I just don't know how we can be so inconsistent, to be honest with you. I mean, new players in seems to be the same old story, doesn't it? Desi is in. He says Ten Hag is gone in the morning. I'm afraid, Jack. This team with the correct manager and tactics would be making big noises, says D. New Boy says United will win a trophy next season, the championship. Yeah, whatever. The players don't care anymore. 10th year in a row, says Laser. Eric Ten Hag out is trending, says Oshin. Mason Mount now to chip in the free to the back post. Too close to the goalkeeper. Too easy. Let's see. Yellow card for Ugarte. Free right down at the end line. Yeah, I mean... Free kick taken short. United deal with it. Half deal with it. Spurs are still on it. I don't know. Desi says, we're by no means a world-class team, but there is no way on earth this team is performing at the level it should be, Jack. The manager is responsible for their performance as a team, not individually. It's a good point out of Desi. Bren says, Zidane has said it for the last 10 years, he doesn't want to manage. Fuck Zidane. Zidane would have won nothing if it hadn't have been with Real Madrid. Oshin says 2 trophies in 2 years, 3 finals. It's been emotional. We'll all have beating City and Liverpool in the Cup, but the consistency has never been there. Thanks for the memories, Eric Ten Hag. All the best. All right, there we go. Aaron says, officially I'm Ten Hag out. I don't believe Eric Ten Hag has the ability to turn these players into a team. We've no identity, style, tempo, desire. Owen is in, he says, not being funny, but never in a million years is that red. No, it's not red. No, absolutely not. Highland and Ericsson are coming on. Zidane is never an elite coach. He got lucky with the Real Madrid team he was handed, and he's not being linked to any big job besides us. Coincidence. Casemiro just hits it wide at the far post. I don't think Tuchel is the right man for the job either, to be honest with you. He falls out with every board he works for. I don't think he would come in and be the type of manager that would go underneath the structure that is in place at United now with a sporting director, a technical director, all that kind of stuff. I think he wants too much of the decision making to be in his own hands. Garnacho now. Yeah. Rashford backing him up well. Martinez with a shot blocked on the edge of the box. I mean, they're all kind of just half fucking chances, really, aren't they? Nothing. There's Garnacho now. Does well to get inside, wins a corner out of it. Ugarte off for Ericsson. Rashford is off for Rasmus Højlund. Ericsson now to take the corner. And he doesn't beat the first man. And Garnacho wins a free. He's doing well, Garnacho, the last few minutes, taking on the fullback all the time. But, yeah, I mean... So, yeah, Eric Ten Hag in or Eric Ten Hag out, lads. The poll so far, 28% are saying Eric Ten Hag in, 72% are saying Eric Ten Hag out. Eriksen now to take the free kick. Again, doesn't beat the first man. I mean, fuck me, lads. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's into the goalkeeper's hands. Paul says Man United are weak. They need a new manager to fix the problem. Passing, defence, possession are important factors. Party Pooper says, I'd keep Ten Hag in and let him try to turn it around. There's nobody else out there at the moment anyway. He's won 2 trophies in the last 2 seasons. Why doesn't that mean anything? Do we drop to 12th after this? I'll tell you now. Don't know if we do. Yeah, we're in 12th. Yeah, we're in 12th at the moment. 7 points from 6 games. And that's relegation form. That's actually relegation form. You keep that form up for the season. You don't make 40 points, you get relegated. You know what I mean? Yeah, subs being made here for Spurs. Surely our worst ever start to a league after 6 games. It has to be. It has to be. Certainly in the Premier League era anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. Yeah, 3-0. 3-0. No one even challenging for the header. Header down into the 6-yard box. Solanke is there for a tap in and it's 3-0 to Spurs. Absolutely embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. No hunger, no desire, no determination, no organisation, no communication, no nothing. 3-0 at home against a Spurs team who were in 10th place, albeit ahead of us in the league table before the start of the game. And nothing corner in, header at the near post, down into the 6-yard box. No one challenging for the header and no one challenging Solanke for a tap in from 3 yards out. An absolutely disgraceful performance. I think Eric Ten Hag's time is up, lads. I think his time is done. I think he's finished. I honestly think he's finished. There's nothing in this team again this season. Terrible. Spurs deserve it. Spurs deserve it. You know what I mean? Spurs have been miles better than us. Rory, worst start to a season in Premier League history and fewest goals scored in over a decade. Says it all. Says it all. Doesn't it? Luke says, is it too much to say Eric Ten Hag out? Don't mean to be rash, but what's the story here? Players don't want to play for him. Yeah. Yeah, we spoke about players not wanting to play for managers in the past, haven't we? And we spoke about, sticking with managers because of it. But it's a different dressing room now to what it was when we were initially saying that, Yeah, I mean, we've got really good players in our team. You know what I mean? Garnacho's a good player. Casemiro's a good player. Ugarte is a good player. De Ligt is a good player. Martinez is a good player. Mazraoui is a good player. You know what I mean? Rashford on his day is a good player. Highland. These are good players. Menu. These are all good players. You know what I mean? But no consistency. And we haven't had consistency for, I would say, I don't think we've had consistency now since, I would say, for 18 months. When we won the Carabao Cup, remember we took a dip after that February. Was it February time or February or March when we won it? There hasn't been any consistency since then. What's going to be our excuse after this one? Well, there is, you know what I mean? There is no excuse. There is no excuse. It's one of the worst performances I've ever seen. Yeah, you know what I mean? There's no excuse. Absolutely none. Mason Mount down, holding his head. Bruno out injured, or Bruno suspended for 3 games. Mount now down injured. Clash of heads, was it? He hasn't moved yet. Eddie, well, Jack, how are you after oh, well, pal, yeah, all good, man. Yeah, good to see you. Thanks for popping in, saying hello. Hope you got home safe. Won't the red card be appealed? Yeah, it will be appealed. It will be appealed, but you never know. You know what I mean? Whether it'll be upheld or whether it'll be overturned, you just don't know. That's fine. Most of it. Hey, fella. Coming in for a minute. Come on, I need some cheering up. Why would you think? Hey. See all of them in there? They all seen a video of you walking today, or running nearly. So they did. Who's that there? Who's that boy up there? Hey, the best boy. Hey, the best boy. Yeah. Yeah, that's the microphone. So it is. Say daddy. Say daddy. Daddy. Oh. Yeah. Daddy. Go on. Tell it like it is there. Oh, your hands are all covered in dinner now, are they? I'm mean, missing that microphone. No. No. Oh, big burp. Watch United over there, look. Actually, don't watch United. Elliot, thanks for the gift. Much appreciated. Oh. Ahmad is coming on here. What? Who's that? Is that you? Is that you on the screen? Get over. Stop messing, you. Stop messing. Stop messing. High five. High five. High five. High five. Say daddy. Say daddy. 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 You tickled. You tickled. Right, your mother ran off fairly quick there. Yeah, see, yeah, it does take time. I mean, look, football is only a game, isn't it? There's more important things. Isn't that right, Har? Who's the best boy? Who's the best boy? Yeah, who's the best boy? Now, Ericsson ball over the top. Rasmus running onto it. Yeah, Spurs are defending well. Right, come on. Time to go back to your mother. He already speaks more sense and has more hair than Ten Hag. Spurs are on the break here again. Strike over the bar. 1 sec. Yeah, stick around, guys. We're doing a match reaction video straight away. Anybody watching on TikTok, make sure you get over to YouTube. We're doing the match reaction on YouTube only. Link is on my homepage. We're live at the moment. Come on over to YouTube if you want to get involved in the match reaction. We're going to be talking about a lot of things, and none of them good. Yeah, link is on my homepage. Come across, get involved in the YouTube match reaction video. Anybody watching on YouTube, just stay where you are. We'll, once I end this live, you'll automatically move over to the match reaction video. So just stay where you are. Yeah, really, 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 really bad day. Really, really, really bad day. Is the Forest result against Liverpool still as funny? Yep, it is. It absolutely is. United could get, relegated 3 years in a row and go down to League Two. I would still laugh at Liverpool losing. That'll never change. Ten Hag's interview after the game will be interesting, says Ben. Yeah, certainly will. But yeah, anybody watching on TikTok, guys, do hit the follow button. If you're new to the channel, on the road to 50,000 followers, appreciate it as always. Spurs are in again here. It could be 4-0. It is going to be 4-0. It has to be. Solanke, great save, Onana, and the header is wide. Should have been 4-0. Onana, in fairness to him, there's been 3 one-on-ones today, and he's made 3 really good saves, in fairness to him. Probably one of the players, probably the only player on the pitch that can hold his head up today. Nice ball by Garnacho to the front post. The lick is there. Hits the side netting. 12th position, 13th if Bournemouth beat Southampton tomorrow. Only time United have been in a lower position was under Van Gaal, another Dutch manager. Jesus Christ, Roar. Where did those 6 minutes come from? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, guys, anybody watching on TikTok, if you want to get involved with the match reaction, we're going to be live over on YouTube in a minute. Make sure you come over there. Link is on my homepage to the YouTube channel. We're doing the match reaction over on YouTube only. Come over, hit subscribe, get involved in the chat. We've got 3.5 minutes here to go of additional time. Spurs they're just tying with United here. Kulusevski down the right hand side. Stephen says, how many managers have failed now? Van Gaal, Jose, Ollie, David Moyes, now Ten Hag. Where do we go from here? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Let's see. Jim says, as an Arsenal fan and a Sir Alex Ferguson era survivor, I should be enjoying this, but it's actually sad to see this happen to Man United. Alright, there you go. Yeah, I mean, the poll in the live chat, guys, is pretty one-sided. Eric Ten Hag in or out? 75% of people are saying Eric Ten Hag out. And, you know, we've generally been a channel that has let's see, Jacko says, blocking Pat LFC. Oh my God, I'll block whoever I want on my channel, all right? He's a fool, and I'm sick of listening to him. So yeah, I will block him. And if you want blocking as well, keep putting it in, and I'll block you as well. Yeah, I mean, we've always been an Eric Ten Hag in kind of a little community. We've backed him, even with, you know, some of the big, heavy defeats. And I think, yeah, I don't know, I'm seeing a bit of a change in that, to be honest with you. I'm seeing a bit of a change. Yeah. But yeah, stick around. Guys, we're going in straight into the match reaction video. There's the full-time whistle. 3-0 to Spurs. 100% deserved. It has to be said. Spurs were really good. United were absolutely atrocious. And deserved a 3-0 defeat. It should have been way more. Man United players, you know, just don't deserve anything out of this game, to be quite honest with you. Guys, if you want to get involved in the match reaction, join us over on YouTube. Anybody on TikTok, come across to YouTube. We're ending the live here now. Link is on my homepage if you want to come over. Anybody on YouTube, stay where you are. Any of the official channel members, if you want to join us live on screen and get your opinions across, you can do so. The link is on the community tab of the YouTube homepage. Come and join us and get on screen. I'll see you over on the match reaction in a moment.